A family suddenly finds themselves trapped inside their own home with no way out. As their food runs out and a mysterious force keeps them imprisoned, they realize something outside is hunting them, and it won't let them escape. The movie opens early in the day with engineer Jason fishing at the pier. After catching nothing all morning, he finally lands a fish, but it's too small, so he throws it back. He notices a storm rolling in and heads home before it hits. On the radio, a report says a low-pressure system offshore has turned and is moving fast, bringing heavy rain across the city. In the suburbs, people go about their morning. A woman is out on her run until the rain starts and everyone rushes inside. Jason arrives home, tries the garage door, but it won't open, so he leaves the car outside and grabs the mail. Inside, he greets their elderly dog Cassidy and sees the mail is full of debt collector letters. He's unemployed. He brings donuts he bought for his wife Anne. Their kids, Ruth and Graham, join them for breakfast and try to use a tablet, but the internet is down. Jason blames the house falling apart. Anne shows him an email from a repairman. From the photos of the cracks, the foundation is sinking and the chimney is the only thing still holding the place together. Anne reminds Jason they need a Christmas tree. He points out it's raining, but the kids insist because he promised. After breakfast, the family gets ready to go. The front door won't budge, neither will the back door. They try every window and door, nothing. Jason checks the garage and attic again with the same result. They want to call for help, but there's no internet or phone signal. Jason throws himself at the door, then starts hitting the windows. He manages to crack a few, but none break. That's when they realize they're trapped. Rainwater strangely crawls around the cracked glass. Looking outside, they see neighbors trying to get their attention with a mirror and realize other families are locked in too. They spot Susan running down the street. They try to signal her, but she can't hear them. She reaches her own house, finds she can't get in while her husband is trapped inside, and takes off to find help. Hours pass. The family tries to keep busy. Jason works on the garage door with tools but still can't open it. They talk about the neighbors, the Richardsons across the street with 3 grandchildren, and Greg, whom Jason calls the bike man, Susan's husband. Someone has a boat named Seize the Day. A couple a few houses down write on a mirror that they're stuck after a one-night stand. The Richardsons start communicating with a whiteboard. Jason answers with the kids' green board. The Richardsons think the government locked everyone in for safety. The boat owner theorizes aliens. Everyone asks the same question. Is it just their city or the whole world? They have no way of knowing. That night at dinner, Jason tells his family everything will be all right, and that for now they're safe inside. When he puts Ruth to bed, she says the rain caused this because it looks different. Jason disagrees. Later in their room, Anne admits she's on the verge of a breakdown and worried about his parents freaking out. Jason reassures her they'll be fine and mentions he has a gun in the closet. Anne is shocked he never told her. He apologizes, saying he got it because he didn't feel safe enough. She asks him how to use it. Instead of sleeping, Jason spends hours trying the garage remote in front of the mirror. It only opens the car trunk. He drills holes in the front door and is shocked to watch water drops move on their own to seal them. When Anne checks on him, he's already made holes in the wall and floor too. He explains the rain seems to create a barrier that stops him from breaking through, even though air still comes through the vents. They're sealed in. Jason doesn't think this is man-made. He hears strange noises in the chimney, but finds nothing when he looks. By day 2, it's still raining and the house stays sealed. The family talks about how they'll handle things. The kids have plenty of toys, but the parents only have old records and 2 DVDs. They decide to keep a routine: chores, daily washing, and start rationing food so it lasts about 2 months. They'll treat electricity, gas, and water like luxuries, since those might not last. Cassidy keeps scratching at the door to go outside, so Jason has to teach him to go inside the house. By day 4, Jason tries to make the kids pretend they're at school, but their hearts aren't in it. Instead, he teaches them how to gut a fish. With no real fish, they use dolls. The kids have fun and learn Jason used to own a boat that he sold when they were born. Anne joins them, worried about the kids handling knives. That afternoon, Jason and the Richardsons start a game of board telephone with their whiteboards to figure out how far the lockdown has spread. By day 7, the lights flicker. Anne saves every vegetable seed and leftover, hoping to grow plants soon. Jason chats with the Richardsons and learns 5 blocks are affected. They share occupations and even laugh a little. The Richardsons are almost out of food, but Jason has no way to help. They stop talking when Mrs. Richardson comes over. 2 weeks later, Ruth keeps drawing the storm, strange beings under the rain and faces in the drops. She spots a shadow down the street, then gets distracted by raindrops moving across the window, even following the tip of her pencil. As the days pass, the family stays busy, dancing, exercising, watching the same movies, racing around the house, playing cards, reading. When Ruth looks outside again, the shadow is gone. Anne's garden starts growing well. Jason burns all the debt letters. They do karaoke to their favorite songs. Jason keeps checking the door, it still won't open. For the holidays, they make an improvised tree from random objects. The neighbors do the same. By day 30, Ruth is drawing when she looks out and says the rain walker is back. She always appears when it rains. Graham doesn't believe her until he sees the shadow too. Scared, he claims it must just be an animal. At dinner, the kids complain about eating the same food every day. Ruth says she saw a friendly being outside that was trying to communicate. Her parents say it's her imagination, and that no one can communicate because everyone is locked in. Ruth gets upset. Jason snaps, then immediately apologizes. Anne tries to cheer everyone up with cookies she managed to bake. They don't taste good without sugar. After the kids go to bed, the parents wonder if they're doing their best and worry they're ruining Christmas. They smoke a joint they found and start the same movie again, but Anne is tired of it. They lie down by the garden door instead, look at the stars, and joke that at least they don't have to pay the mortgage this month. To their surprise, they spot a wolf running through their garden. The next morning, the family exchanges Christmas gifts, just things they found around the house, but it keeps the holiday spirit alive. The kids give Anne her first homegrown tomato and insist she eat it. Later, Ruth looks out the window and sees Mrs. Richardson collapse. Jason takes the kids away while Anne watches Mr. Richardson rush to his wife and realize she's dead. That afternoon, Jason gives Cassidy the last of his heart medicine. In the middle of the night, Ruth wakes up and goes to the living room for her toys. She doesn't notice anything at the window because of the rain and thunder. Suddenly, she hears a noise, opens the curtains, and sees blood-stained Susan desperately asking for help, knife in hand. Ruth screams. The whole family wakes up. Susan pounds on the door and windows, repeating that everyone is dead, that they shouldn't let them see you, that they are here, and no help is coming. Something in the shadows drags a screaming Susan away. The family sees several figures walking down the street. A bright flash fills the area. When it fades, the creatures and Susan are gone. Jason rushes to close the curtains, looks at Ruth's drawings of the rain creatures, and tells her these things aren't friendly. From now on, everyone must stay away from the windows. That night, they all sleep together and promise to do whatever it takes to survive. Sometime later, Jason looks outside and is devastated to see that Mr. Richardson has also died. One house has a sign saying they're out of medicine. The one-night stand couple keeps fighting. When the kids come downstairs, he closes the curtains. The kids exercise. Graham just runs, while Ruth hangs from the ceiling doing aerial silk, not noticing the cracking walls. Suddenly, the chimney cap falls. Wondering how to fix it, Ruth volunteers to climb up since she's the lightest to see if there's a way out. Jason makes a strong rope from the silk. The family holds it steady as Ruth climbs. The walls keep cracking around her. At the top, the pipes stop her from going all the way through, but she can stick her hand out. The chimney isn't fully sealed. Seeing the weather change like rain is coming, they pull her back down safely. Just then, they hear Cassidy cry. His medicine has run out and he's in pain. Jason asks Anne to take the kids to watch a movie, turns the TV up loud, and covers their ears so they won't hear him shoot Cassidy in the garage to end his suffering. Afterward, Jason sobs. Anne finds him and suggests they cremate Cassidy in the chimney, but Jason decides to keep the body in the freezer in case things get desperate and they need the meat. He chops it up and freezes the flesh. Anne sees him doing it but can't watch and leaves. He bags the organs and head and almost throws them in the trash, but when he spots the wolf in the garden, he tosses the bag out the chimney instead. The wolf approaches, but rain starts and it runs back to its hiding place. Jason notices the rainwater moving again where his hand was on the glass. Later, Ruth wonders if aliens really exist and are controlling the rain. Graham still won't accept it. As the weeks pass, the family closes all the curtains the moment it starts raining and stays away from the windows. Ruth realizes she left her plant on the windowsill and rushes to grab it. A creature sees her and pounds on the glass. Everyone freezes while they hear it roar. Thankfully, it walks away. After 3 months, the lights flicker worse and food is almost gone. Ruth cries because she's hungry. Jason offers her his portion, but she wants more. Anne yells and blocks her from the fridge. Jason tells Anne to let her look. Ruth opens it. Empty. The cupboards are empty too. They're completely out of food. Ruth slams the fridge and storms off. The stress finally hits Anne and she collapses. Ruth cries on her bed. Graham runs to his room and screams. Jason promises Anne he'll figure something out, but she thinks they'll just watch the kids starve. He manages to calm her. Graham returns with his pet fish, already gutted for them to eat. Ruth joins them, and they hug for comfort. A noise outside makes Jason look. He sees the wolf has finally eaten the dog's organs. That gives him an idea. He heads to the garage, builds a makeshift trap from random objects including a skateboard, puts a piece of dog meat on it, and sends it out through the chimney. They wait. A fox grabs the meat, but the trap triggers too late, and the fox escapes. Jason modifies the trap and tries again. This time it catches the fox, but when they pull it up, the silk breaks and the fox gets free. Exhausted in the garage, Jason is about to eat a carrot Anne brought him when he realizes he can use it as bait. He builds a small cage from car parts, puts vegetables inside, and sends it out. A squirrel falls right in. It's light enough to pull up, though the cage gets stuck at the top for a moment. They get it inside and start calling it chimney fishing. Now they have meat. Afterward, Anne asks Jason to pull up the living room floorboards so they can reach the soil and start an indoor garden. Months pass. The family survives thanks to Jason's different cages and traps. They catch birds, rabbits, and other small animals. For a while, they even manage to live and play together happily. One night, they sit in the car watching the same movies over and over, until the power finally goes out across the whole neighborhood. After that, their evenings are spent by candlelight. Eventually, 5 years pass. The garden has taken over most of the living room and is producing real crops. They have a makeshift purifier that cleans the rainwater. The kids are teenagers now. Graham has become a skilled piano player, and Ruth has set up a book of drawings in the attic. All their neighbors are dead. Plants grow wild everywhere and animals roam the streets. Jason finally catches the fox and has improved the traps so they work automatically. Anne helps him cut his long, overgrown hair. One day, Anne notices the house is falling apart faster, cracks everywhere on the walls and floor. She shows Jason and theorizes that the barrier keeping them inside is also holding the house together, so it may sink soon. Jason calls everyone to the garage and shows them he's fixed the car. The family is happy at first, but Graham says it's a waste of time. Jason scolds him. They need projects to stay sane and tools ready for the day the rain finally stops. Graham still thinks it's pointless and leaves with Ruth. Anne points out the kids' attitudes are getting worse because they never had a real childhood. She tells Jason he needs to be a father again, not just a fighter. She admits she misses her husband, and the kids miss him too. As night falls, the family covers the windows with curtains. Jason tells Ruth she has to stop hanging drawings in the attic window, or she'll give them away to the monsters. An argument starts, but they all go silent when they see a creature at the door. They run to hide. Ruth slips under the floorboards. Water seeps in through the door gap, moves the knob, and opens the door for the first time in years. The creature enters and searches for them, dripping a strange fluid that immediately contaminates the water supply. Jason finds a better hiding spot. Anne worries about the plants and wants to turn off the sprinkler, but the moment she moves, the creature hears her, and she has to hide again. It gets close but doesn't see her. Anne keeps urging them to get the gun. The creature's limbs pierce the floor right where Ruth is hiding, but they don't reach her. Its fluid starts killing the garden. Some drops land on Ruth's face. Then a noise outside draws more creatures to the windows. The one inside leaves to follow them. Seeing the door open, Graham jumps down to run for it, but Jason stops him. The creatures are still nearby. The door closes again. Ruth touches and tastes the drops on her face, and realizes it isn't spit, it's seawater. Jason notices it has stopped raining and tries the door, but it's sealed once more. Later, Ruth reads a book about sea myths, krakens, mermaids, and concludes these creatures aren't aliens. They're real, which is why they can control the rain. The ocean is mostly unexplored. She thinks they come from the sea, and this is their world. Jason tells her this place is her home. The parents confirm every plant is dead, and the water is contaminated. Jason says they can start over, but Anne forces him to face reality. There's no clean water left, and they only have days. An argument follows. With the house in this condition, if they don't find a way out, they'll go down with it. At the same time, a trap catches a ferret and brings it inside. Ruth picks it up to pet it. The ferret bites her hand and runs. Her parents hear her scream and rush over, worried about infection. Furious, Jason grabs the ferret and kills it. By evening, Ruth is burning with fever. The infection is spreading fast and she can't leave the bed. They give her the last clean water, but she needs antibiotics. Desperate, Jason gets in the car and repeatedly rams the garage door. Everything inside scatters, but the door still won't open. The car finally crashes. Jason hits his head and gets dizzy. The family hears the noise and pulls him out. He can barely walk, collapses, then notices deeper cracks in the floor. That snaps him out of it. He grabs a tool and tests the cracks around the house. They're getting worse. Anne is worried, but Jason explains the house has been shifting, and this might give them a way out. He follows the cracks to the bathroom and starts breaking up the floor tiles. The family is terrified and tries to stop him, but he keeps going until he finds a pipe that leads into the neighborhood sewer system. It should connect to the Richardsons' house. Mr. Richardson was a dentist, so there should be antibiotics there. Jason doesn't fit in the pipe, so Anne volunteers. She goes in with a flashlight and a camera so the family can guide her. She crawls through the sewers until she reaches a loose brick wall, pushes through, and enters the Richardsons' house. The camera signal cuts out, and Jason panics, trying to widen the pipe. Graham runs to the window and calls out that Anne is safe inside. Anne finds overgrown plants and Mrs. Richardson's rotting body. Stains on the walls show the house was flooded for years. As it starts to rain, she finds the medicine and prepares to leave, only to realize the creatures have returned. They start entering the house. Anne sneaks carefully toward the basement, which is already flooding. A monstrous face startles her, but it's only Mr. Richardson's body. Her scream draws a creature's attention. She swims through the sewer water back toward the pipe. A monster finds her anyway. She fires the gun, but the bullets do nothing, and it disarms her. The family pulls on the silk rope. Anne makes it into the pipe just as the creature climbs after her. Jason smashes the walls so debris blocks the pipe in time. Anne gives Ruth the medicine mixed with water she found and tells Jason she lost the gun. Ruth starts feeling better. Jason wants the family to hide in the attic while he prepares to distract the creatures. He's sure they'll come now that they know people are still here. He wants to make sure the others live. Graham says no. Now that the monsters can open the door, their chances are almost zero. He's tired of just surviving. This isn't living. Anne agrees they have to escape at all costs. They decide to fight the creatures together with whatever they have left. They work together, pulling down the curtains and setting a big trap with everything they have, including the car in the garage. They divide the jobs to lure the creatures in, hoping it will also give them a chance to escape. Everyone carries their makeshift weapons and waits. Suddenly, a glowing round cloud appears in the sky. The family knows something is wrong. Water starts flooding the house from every opening. The chimney, the sinks, the toilet, the bathroom pipe. A burst from the chimney knocks Jason back. Anne pushes Ruth out of the way as a wave rushes down the stairs, nearly dragging Graham with it. He manages to hold on. The flood lets the creatures swim in fast, heading straight for Jason. He aims but can't get a clear shot. Anne waits until it leaps, then throws a bomb that sets it on fire. The creature dives, wraps its tentacles around Anne, and flings her into the water. While it thrashes to put out the flames, Jason fires the harpoon but misses. The creature grabs him with its tentacles, shakes him, and throws him into the water too. Anne swims to him, and they reunite with the kids on the stairs. The water is rising too fast. They have to get to the attic. Graham dives back to retrieve the harpoon and says he'll meet them up there. While water pours through the cracks in the walls and floors, he reaches the kitchen, grabs the harpoon, and hears the creature coming. He hides underwater, holding his breath. The family cuts a hole in the ceiling and pulls him up just in time. The creature's tentacles break through after him. Jason beats them back with a hammer until everyone can climb the ladder to the attic. Water soon floods the attic as well. It rises so high the family has to hold their breath and cling to each other. When the creature finally finds them, they yank a rope attached to the harpoon. Jason fires. This time the harpoon sticks. The other end of the rope is tied to the car. The shot starts the engine, and the car begins pulling the creature away. The pressure forces the water through the widening cracks, draining the attic and dragging the family down with it. They reach the lower floor and try the front door, still sealed. The creature is tangled on the stair railing. Jason grabs a knife and threatens to kill it if it doesn't open the door. The house is almost collapsing around them. Ruth stops him. She says they'll never get out if the creature dies. Jason remembers everything Ruth said about the one that seemed friendly, and everything they've been through. He cuts the rope, drops the knife, and lets the creature go. In return, it opens the door. After 5 years, the family finally runs outside, only to find themselves surrounded by more creatures. Just as the others move to attack, the one they spared stops them. The creatures leave together. The house sinks into the ground, leaving only a huge crater. The sun comes out for good. The family climbs onto a truck and watches the creature swim back toward the ocean. They spot the neighbor's boat still in good shape, board it, and set off in search of a new home. To their surprise, a survivor answers them on the radio.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, hit subscribe and the like button, it really helps. See you in the next one. Take care.